Hey everyone, welcome back to English with Confidence, the podcast where we help you learn real, natural English just by listening. I'm Gadro.
And I'm Gabby, and today we are talking about something that every single English learner needs to know: how to apologize.
Yes, and I know what you might be thinking. Pedro, I already know how to say sorry. And, okay, yes, that's true, but there's so much more to apologizing in English than just the word sorry.
So much more, because the way you apologize totally changes depending on the situation, whether it's casual, formal, serious, or just a tiny little accident. And getting it right can make a huge difference in how people feel about you.
Exactly. So we're going to go through different situations, different phrases, and we'll even do some role plays together so you can hear how it actually sounds in real conversation.
Yes, I love the role plays. Okay, so let's start with the basics. The most common word, sorry. It sounds simple, right? But even sorry has a lot of layers.
Right, totally. So you've got just sorry, which is super casual and quick. Like if you bump into someone on the street, you just go, oh, sorry, and keep walking. No big deal. Then you have I'm sorry, which feels a little more personal, a little more sincere. You're actually putting yourself into it. I'm sorry I was late. I'm sorry I forgot to call you.
And tone matters a lot there too, right? Like, I'm sorry, said with feeling, is very different from I'm sorry, said kind of flatly with no emotion.
Oh, 100%. If you say it without any feeling, it can actually sound sarcastic, like you're not really sorry at all. So really putting some warmth and sincerity into your voice is key.
Yes. Okay, so then we have I apologize. And this one is much more formal. You'd use this in a professional setting, like at work or in a business email. You wouldn't really say, I apologize to your best friend when you're late to dinner. It would sound a bit stiff.
Yeah, your friend would probably look at you like, why are you so formal right now? But in a work email, it's totally appropriate. Like, I apologize for the delay in my response. Very professional, very polished.
Exactly. Okay, so now let's talk about something really important: what you say after the apology, because just saying sorry is often not enough, especially for bigger mistakes.
Right. So a really strong apology usually has a few parts. First, you acknowledge what you did wrong. Then you express that you feel bad about it. And then, this is the big one, you say what you're going to do differently.
Yes, that last part is so important. It shows the other person that you've actually thought about it, and you're not just saying sorry to make the awkward feeling go away.
Exactly. And there are some great phrases you can use to do this. Things like, I should have, I shouldn't have, I realize now that it won't happen again. I'll make sure to...
Those are great ones. Let's try a quick example. Okay, Pedro, pretend you forgot our meeting today. Apologize to me.
Okay. Gabby, I'm really sorry about missing our meeting today. I completely lost track of time, and I know that was inconsiderate of you. I should have set a reminder. It won't happen again, I promise.
See how good that was? He acknowledged what happened. He said how he felt about it, and he told me what he's going to do differently. That's a complete apology. I feel much better now, Pedro.
Good. Okay, so now let's talk about some casual, everyday situations. Because not every apology needs to be so deep and serious. A lot of the time, you just need a quick, natural phrase.
Right, like if you accidentally interrupt someone, you might say, "Oh, sorry, go ahead." Or if you didn't hear what someone said, you can say, "Sorry, what was that?" Or, "Sorry, I didn't catch that."
Yes, and excuse me is another really useful one, especially in American English. You use it when you're trying to get past someone, or if you accidentally burp, which, happens, or if you want to politely get someone's attention.
Ha! Yes, excuse me is so versatile. And in British English, people also use sorry as a question, like when they want you to repeat something. So if a British person says sorry to you, they're not apologizing, they just want you to say it again.
Okay, let's do another role play. This time, let's do a slightly more formal situation, like at work. Gabby, you're my manager, and I'm going to apologize for sending a report late.
Hi, Sarah. I just wanted to apologize for submitting the report late. I realize that caused a delay for the whole team, and I take full responsibility for that. I'll make sure to manage my time better going forward.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for letting me know. See, that kind of apology at work shows maturity. Notice Pedro didn't make a lot of excuses. He just owned it. That's really important in professional settings.
Yes, and this is actually one of the biggest mistakes people make, over-explaining. Giving a huge long excuse before you even say sorry. That can actually make the apology feel less genuine.
Right. There's a difference between giving a brief reason and making excuses. Something like, I'm sorry I'm late, the train was delayed, is fine. But spending too long explaining before you even say sorry, yeah, that doesn't land well.
Exactly. Lead with the apology, then give the context if needed. That's the way to go. Okay, now let's talk about accepting an apology, because that's part of the conversation too. When someone says sorry to you, what do you say back?
Great point. So some really common responses are, no worries, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's fine. Or more formally, I appreciate your apology. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, and no worries is probably one of the most common casual responses. It's warm, forgiving, and really wraps things up nicely. Ah, right. Don't overthink it. Let's do one more role play. A more emotional apology between friends. Because sometimes things are more serious, right?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm your friend, and you said something that really hurt my feelings. Go ahead.
Gabby, I've been thinking a lot about what I said the other day, and I'm really sorry. I was out of line, and I realize now that what I said was hurtful. That wasn't fair to you, and you didn't deserve that. I genuinely feel terrible about it.
I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot. Thank you. See how that felt different? It was more personal, more emotional. He used phrases like, I was out of line, which means he crossed a boundary, he went too far, and you didn't deserve that, which shows empathy.
Empathy is such a big part of apologizing. You're not just saying you made a mistake, you're showing that you understand how the other person felt. Phrases like, I can imagine how frustrated you must have been, or that must have been really difficult for you, go a long way.
Yes, those phrases are gold. They make the other person feel heard and understood, not just forgiven. And that's really what people want when they're upset, right? They want to feel like you get it.
Totally. Okay, let's also quickly cover a few phrases that people sometimes use that can actually make an apology worse. Because yes, there are wrong ways to apologize.
Oh, this is important. Number one, the sorry if apology. Like, I'm sorry if you were offended. That one is a trap because you're not really taking responsibility. You're making it sound like their feelings are the problem, not your actions.
Yes, that is such a non-apology. Instead of I'm sorry if you were offended, say I'm sorry that I offended you. The difference is small, but it's huge in meaning. You're owning it.
Exactly. And another one adding but after the apology. I'm sorry, but you were also wrong. The moment you say but, it cancels out everything before it. It's like saying you're not actually sorry.
The but kills the apology every time. If you want to address something the other person did, do it separately, not in the same sentence as your apology. Give the apology its own moment.
Perfectly said. Okay, and one more language tip. In English, we often soften apologies with words like really, truly, sincerely, and genuinely. So instead of just I'm sorry, you say I'm truly sorry or I'm really, really sorry. It adds weight to what you're saying.
And repeating really is actually something native speakers do a lot. I'm really, really sorry. It's informal, but it sounds very sincere, so don't be afraid to do that.
Okay, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up, because we covered a lot today. So the key phrases we learned: sorry, quick and casual; I'm sorry, more personal and sincere; I apologize, formal and professional.
Then, to strengthen your apology, acknowledge what happened, show empathy, say what you'll do differently. Use phrases like, I should've, I realize now, that wasn't fair to you, it won't happen again.
No worries. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your apology. And remember, avoid I'm sorry if, avoid but, and lead with the apology before any explanation.
Brilliant. I think the biggest takeaway from today is that a good apology in English is about more than the words. It's about sincerity, empathy, and taking responsibility. When you combine all of those things, you'll sound natural and people will really feel it.
So well put. All right, that's it for today's episode of English with Confidence. If this helped you, please share it with someone who's learning English. That's the best thing you can do for us.
And leave us a comment. We'd love to know, what's the hardest part of apologizing in English for you? We read every single one. I'm Pedro.
And I'm Gabby. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep going. You've got this.